Hi, hello everyone. I hope that you guys are okay and you're good today. How was your weekend? I hope you had a good weekend as well. Today, our chapter will be frequently confused words. So you have to log in using the aplusstudent.com. You click on your name, you move on to language arts, the grade 6. The chapter will be frequently confused words, and the lesson will be use the correct frequently confused words. All right, so we will start now. Certain words are often confused with another one. So we have words that are frequently confused. In your writing, you should pay close attention to these words and make sure you are using them correctly because they could sound almost alike, or have similar meaning, and you would think that, oh, this is the right word, but of course, it's the wrong one because they are frequently confused by everyone. Just like once and once. So now I know that a lot of people frequently confuse these two words. All right, but we have to take note of them. So this one here, it's an adverb. Okay, for example, or conjunction that refers to time while. So it's like long time ago, you know. That is what this once mean. For example, when you read a book, it says once so many years ago, once upon a time, stuff like that. So this is talking about long time ago. And then this one over here, once, is a plural form of one. Okay? So it refers to things. So once you say once, you just mean plural of this. All right. But I know that a lot of people confuse these two. So you have to take note that this one means a long time ago, and this one is just the plural of one. When we have one like that, and it's referring to things. All right. So this is a very typical example of frequently confused words. All right, so we have, for example, here we have fewer and less have similar meanings, but you should use them differently. All right, or you could use them differently. So you use fewer to describe things you can count. So if you're saying fewer, you can count like pencils, and then less describes the things you can't count like water, or rice. We cannot count rice, so stuff like that. So fewer people than expected came to watch the race. So people that you could count. Our town received less snow this winter due to the heat wave. Alright, so less you cannot count. Alright, so this is a very typical example, fewer and less. So we have affect and effect. Have similar spellings and sound the same. So affect, effect, like it's almost the same, the sound, and a lot of people can confuse affect or effect, right? But they have different meaning. Affect is usually a verb that means to change or influence. Isabella. All right, so affect is usually a verb that means to change or influence. It's just like saying, "Oh, his negative vibe affected me," so it's influenced your own feeling. And then effect is usually a noun that means an outcome or result. So you got the effect of doing, or let's say, for example, you got the effect of going to school late, something like that. So our team was losing, but tried not to let that affect my performance. The new medicine has an amazing effect on cold symptoms. So you can see that they sound almost alike and almost similar spelling, but they have different meanings. So the affect is the one that influences, and effect is as a result or outcome of something. So this is a very typical example of frequently confused words. I know that it's very easy to confuse these two words. So let's look at some examples. I'm not certain, but I think that you all cannot hear me. Can you tell me yes or no? At some point, it was breaking or glitching. Can you tell me? Did you hear me clearly or not? All right, so I think it's sorted. So we will just move on and see the examples. All right, so complete the text with the correct word. Early bathing suits were made with fabric that was dash and heavy, unlike the material used for modern swimsuits. So we can see that this is loose. All right, and that's the correct one. Okay. At 4,400 words, the United States Constitution is shorter. Dash the written constitution of any other major country in the world. So you can see Dan here. So we will move into the test and you can just share your answers with me, what you think. Complete the text with the correct word. Do you know who's or who is leading the discussion at next week's book club meeting? So do you know who is leading the discussion? If you say whose is showing possession, so it's not the right one. Okay? So we have the last time we were dash was for our grandparents' 50th wedding anniversary celebration in 2012. So all together or all together, which of this here? All right, so we have what? All together. This is the right one. Okay, like gathering together. So early bathing suits were made with fabric that was loose, which of this, and heavy, unlike the material used for modern swimsuits. What do you think is the right one here? All right, so we have the next, which is loose. This one over here. All right, so we have extremophiles are organisms that can survive in environments that are dash extreme for other organisms. Thermophiles, for example, are extremophiles that thrive in extreme heat. So two, or two. Which of this is the right one? All right, so there are two extreme for other organisms. So too much or something. At 4,400 words, the United States Constitution is shorter than the written constitution of any other major country in the world. So than or then. All right, so we have then this one over here. Researchers have found that dash likely to remember negative experience more accurately than positive experience. So you're or you are. All right, so we have you are likely to remember negative experience. All right, so we have flight data recorders, also known as black boxes, are required on all commercial flights. Dash main purpose is to record important flight information that can be used to investigate crashes. So there, or they are. All right, so their main purpose or their which of this, the first or the second? So if you say there, it is incorrect because we can look at it over here. So there is a possessive pronoun that means belonging to them, exactly. Then there means at, to, or that place. So that is the difference. They are is a contraction for they are. So you have to choose the one that shows possession, their main purpose. Okay. The dash on Chile's Pacific coast is one of the driest regions on Earth. It can go for decades without receiving any rainforest. So desert or desert, which of this? So if you say the first one is just like when you're talking about cake or something, dessert. So this one is desert. All right, so a bowling alley was built in the White House in 1947 for President Harry Truman's birthday. Though he did not bowl himself, he dashed his staff to start a bowling league. So allowed or allowed, which of this? All right, so we have allowed the second one, not the first one. Okay. So the gallery was crowded, but it was also dashed. People were silently admiring the Dorothy Lange photographs. So which showed the poverty and hardship people faced during the Dust Bowl. So quite or quite. So is it quiet or quite? So quiet. According to the United States Constitution, the president cannot accept or expect a personal gift from a leader of another country without the approval of the Congress. So accept or expect. So the president cannot accept, okay? So the yoga instructor told her students to set or sit down on their mats and stretch for several minutes to warm up before the lesson started. So set or sit. All right, so sit and not set. The audience was charmed by the performer, who maintained a lively humor and wit throughout his whole act. Which of them? All right, so we will have hold this one, not the next one. Okay. Jazz Fest is a popular celebration of music and culture in New Orleans. Every year, thousands of people attend the festival to experience its spectacular performance as well as local cuisines and artwork. So, which of them? So its performance, right? So the three smallest bones in dash body, which are all found in the ear and the malleus, the incus, and the stapes, you have. Okay, so the three smallest bones in your body or you are body. All right, the three smallest bones in your body, okay, which are found in the ear are the malleus, the incus, and the stapes. So ear, all right. Okay, so that's it for a lesson on the frequently confused words. You can complete this if you haven't done it before. But before we finish, can you tell me, do you have any questions or not? All right, so since we have no questions, we'll end here for today. Have a good evening and see you all next time. Bye, everyone.